Welcome to Youth for Destiny International. A happy new month. We want to thank our God so far that He has led us, and we are glad because through His power and through His wisdom and protection, there we are. This day, I want to speak about the heart of gratitude, or having the powerful mind of gratitude. And so I invite you, every one of you, to share in part of this program, where we shall be discussing having the mind of gratitude, or the power of gratitude. In simple terms, we are simply saying having that nature of saying thank you for that which you receive and that which you have not yet received. For that is directive of every person who is moving to greater destinies. My name is Charles Obi. We are joining us for the first time. We're glad to have you as we discuss more about this. Let us have a prayer and then we continue with this program. Gracious mighty Father in heaven, we thank you so much because you have led us this far. We pray that you may accept our gratitude as we share about having the mind of gratitude. For this our prayer in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, nothing is common in this world than people who have no idea of what gratitude can do in their lives. I know there are people who ought to be respected. There are people who ought to be honored for what they have done in our lives. As you sit and as you watch this day, I'm very sure that there is someone who has touched your life before. There is someone who sacrificed for you before. Even where you have reached, someone has sacrificed for you. But then, we don't feel a duty to tell this person thank you for all they have sacrificed for. One of those who have sacrificed for you could be your parents. They have gone through hard times, many things through their lives, but all in all, they have decided to make you to be where you are this day. Someone has sacrificed for your life. There is nobody who has a life that someone has not sacrificed for. Therefore, the truth of the matter is, there is a person, there is one who has sacrificed for you. That is why we are saying this day, you have a chance to tell this person thank you. Gratitude. The opposite of gratitude in this perspective is just bright. A proud person always feels that what he has been given is less than what he deserves. But anyone who gives you something, it's not obvious that you deserve it. It is that this person has sacrificed to give that which you need. I wish you knew how someone sacrificed to pay your fees, someone sacrificing to host you in the house where you are living. So there are many people in our lives who need to be thanked for that which they have done already in our lives. Therefore, as you continue in this life and as you begin to say thank you for people, it opens up your mind, it opens up your mentality to receive more things that you could have not received were it not that you have to be a thankful person. That's why I then to think, if in heaven we have boxes, the box of gratitude and the box of petition, the one which is more full is that of petitions. We don't even have time to thank our God for what He's done. We are always feeling that we need something more. There's something more that we need from our lives. So we don't have time to thank Him for what He has done. Someone spoke in his book and said, if you do not have time to thank someone for what he has done, don't have time to ask for more. So there are things that we are getting all through. There are many things that could have been solved by our gratitude, the heart of gratitude. So nothing can ever be enough for a person who does not have gratitude. So when you are given all that you need in this life, and you realize that there is nothing that you are doing to say thank you for someone who has done something great for you. So every day, you have someone who has touched your life positively. There are those who do it negatively. But there is one person out of many who will see a meaning in your life. There is one person who will encourage you. There is a person who, when you are down, he or she came to see you, but you don't feel that duty of saying thank you. So as you do that, when you begin to have that mind that I should thank someone for everything that I've received, I should thank my parents for what they have done for me, I should thank my spouse for what is already or she is already doing. That absence of the mind of gratitude helps us to go all the way thinking that what we have received is not enough. And therefore, when that is not enough, you are there to complain. This is where complaints arise, because we feel that we do not have what it takes. We are not being given the best that we deserve. But this is a pure lie when it comes to the world of success. If you have to succeed in this life, you must know, you must appreciate the power of saying thank you for someone who has done something great for you. You must appreciate that thing, because everything that has been happening, everything that has been done to you, has someone has sacrificed for you. Someone has denied himself something for himself, but he has given it to you. Anything. We don't have something that we call our own. Even the mentorship, even the who we have become, because someone has made us who we are today. Because we are not born like this. We have become someone. We were not born speaking the way we are doing today. Someone else has mentored us to come where we are. So we have a duty of saying thank you for people who matter in our lives. There are people who have done greater things in our lives. So today, I want to challenge you to have time and say thank you for someone. You can do a text, you can do a message, you can do a voice call, you can do a letter. Just appreciating that things that you have received from people, because they sacrificed it for you. This is why all that have become successful, they know how to appreciate. They know how to write letters of recognition for some institutions which offer them a job, some things. All people who matter in their lives. But also, there are people who you feel don't matter in their lives. They cost you pain sometime. For example, if you are living in somebody's house who was mistreating you, when you are growing up, you are schooling, this person must have affected you negatively and still yet positively. Because through that pain you said, I must work hard and build myself. I must work hard and bring the best out of myself. So out of this pain, which was caused by someone, you have come this far. Through that rejection, through that denial, you have come this far. So in whichever way, whether negatively or positively, they have done something in your life which has a meaning to you. Therefore, having that strong mind of saying thank you for all the things that are done in our lives will build our self-esteem, because it will tell us that I have received something. Yes, it's not all that I need from life, but I have received something from life. And I said here sometimes back that you are not born to receive things from life. You are born to give something to life. You are given life to give something to the world. So we are not here to gain from the world always, but we are also here to give the world some touch. This is why you should fear to die before you accomplish the mission that you were given in this world. It is not about dying with 90 years or 120 years. It's about accomplishing the purpose to which you were created. And the problem is, very many people will die before they reach or they understand the reason even why they are living. So there are many things that we are going to get by opening up our minds and saying thank you. All the things that we have received from people, we have been offered a job from the place where we work. It's not about your credentials, because there are people who are more qualified than you are, but you are given a job anyway. So you should say thank you for the boss who considered you to be the best client. Not because you are the best deal, but because of that grace that you have been received. So this gratitude is going to help us to be around giants, to be around people who can convert us from where we are to where we want to be. So all the things, if you want to become great, there are things that you must do. There's someone who must hold your hand. I know that God is there. I know that God is also having his plan for you, but he uses humanity. He does not do it himself. He uses a person to give you a job, to open up your mind and start thinking of what you're supposed to do. So he is going to use someone to let you to where you want to be. And that it can be a bad thing sometimes it can be a good thing. Because by all means, the God who loves you such much is going to help you to get from point A to point B, regardless of which method is being used. So the only thing that we are asked to do is having the mind of gratitude. Having the mind of gratitude is a great medicine for a stressed person. You have to remember that even when you have scars of this life, you have to remember that something worse could have happened, because a scar is there to indicate not that you have an accident. You had an accident, that it indicates that you could have also died, because anything that is capable of bringing a scar is also able to bring death. Therefore, we have all that it takes. There is something that is preventing me from something. The pain that we are going through today is not here to last, but there is something that you're learning from that. So if you learn to appreciate God, that's why it says in everything, learn to say thank you. It's not something that is in you. It's not something that you're born with. It is something that you will learn how to do it, because it says learn to say thank you. Learn to have gratitude. You don't have that one naturally. It is that something that you're going to learn how to do it. Learning to say thank you is not natural. Saying thank you is not natural. It's something, it's like listening. You know, people, for example, people take listening for granted. But listening is a gift you give a person. It is not natural that you listen. What is natural is hearing. You will hear voices. But listening is that it is a gift that you are giving someone. Therefore, it is not just obvious that saying thank you is natural. That's why you have received, if you number what you have received last month from people, you felt like they gave you few things. If you want to someone who has a lot of money or something, then you asked, give me something for a fund drive that I have. Then this person sends you 1,000 or 500. You still feel like, is this something that you could have sent? But you can't imagine that this person has a cancer patient in hospital. He has sacrificed to give you anything, because it's not yours. You have just received from people that something which is not your due. But anyway, you have received it. You have been given it. Therefore, you will have to learn to say thank you over all the things that you're getting every day. So we have been given all it takes. Even God has supplied us something. You know, that's why when the people were stressed about many things, he said, don't be stressed for what you shall eat, what you shall wear, or where you shall be. Why? Because life is more important than all these things that you need. Today, you are complaining about lacking a lot of cash, about living a life which is not a satisfying life. You better begin to appreciate God for life. Because I have gone to some areas to have some counseling sessions with some people. And you discover that there are people who have well-furnished houses, but they don't sleep in those houses. They have all it takes if there's food is there, but they have no peace to take the food. Therefore, one told me someday that if I get a house which is not as furnished as this, but I sleep in that house, I will prefer living in my palace and going to a house which is not well furnished for the sake of peace. So you don't think you need money to be happy. Don't think you need everything to be happy. You need life to be happy. You don't need money to be happy. You need life to be happy. Because if you think that getting the abundance of this life is what makes you happy, then you can go take 1 million to a deaf person in hospital and ask him, would I give you 1 million or I will give you ears? He won't ask for the money. He will say, give me ears to hear. Give me eyes to see. Give me healing. Because these men and women who are in hospital, they are not crying for money. They are crying for healing. They are crying to get out and be happy. So what all we need in this life is the joy that life brings. And in John chapter 10, verse 10, Christ said, I have come so that they may have life and life in abundance. I am not a thief, because a thief comes to steal and to kill and to destroy. But I have come so that they may have life. So this is all that you get. This is all that you learn from all these scenarios. So that Christ is saying that life, abundance of life, is a meaningful, a purposeful, a joyous, and a fulfilling life. That begins the moment you give yourself to Christ to realize why you were born, and you continue in this life until that He comes back to you. So there are always all these chances that we have to better your life every day, because you are living a dissatisfied life. Today you are feeling like all that you need to have that doesn't have any sense. All that you have is so little for you to continue with life. You better change your mentality. Better change how you see things, because you have all it takes. When you complain about walking for a distance to get something, you have to remember that there are people who could have preferred to have legs than have fare for some place. So there are those things that we have to be having that gratitude for what we have already. Therefore, as we move, you would have to say, I have all these things. There's richness that is hidden within you, but the darkness of your ears and the darkness of your eyes cannot allow you to see them. There are treasures that are around your darkness, but because you have blinded your eyes by not having that mind of gratitude, not appreciating what you have, it's obvious that you are losing that which you want to which you are getting, or that which around you don't see it. Therefore, if you can't see what you have, you cannot always see what is coming for you. If you're not seeing that which you have right now, you can't realize what is coming for you. It's like a person who doesn't understand where the last coin went. That person still does not understand where the next coin is coming from. If you have spent all your money, you don't know where your last coin went. You do not know exactly where the next coin is coming from. So you have to have this mentality that, well, I don't have a satisfied life. My life is not satisfying, but yet I have something. I have the eyes. I have all the takes. I'm okay. I'm not unwell. There's something that I can get. Or if I'm well, I'm still alive. There is a chance for me to get well. There is a chance for me to move out of this hospital bed. So you have to know that that place you have, that you are today, it would have happened that something worse, it could have been more worse than it is right now. So appreciate God for who you are, because you are who you are, and you are where you are because of why you are. There are things that there is a reason for all the things. There is a reason as to why your life is tough. The journey to your destiny is so tough, and the journey for another person to his or her destiny is so smooth, because you remember roses have thorns. If you have to get a rose flower, why is it expensive than any other flower? It has thorns. And if it has thorns, Only people who are willing to bear the pain of the thorns will get the rose flowers. So you don't take all the time asking yourself, why is it that my life is so tough? It's because roses have thorns. When you're going to get a rose flower, which is very expensive, it's because it has thorns. You have not seen other flowers being sold expensively. But anything expensive comes with some roughness. Anything which have meaning comes with some price. So as you continue in this life, you have to know that everything that happens in life has its purpose and has its reason. So it's good that for you to get through that rough time, you get through that rough road. So long as you get that fruit at the end, instead of going through a smooth ladder and realizing at the end of the ladder that the ladder was leaning on the wrong one. We want to finish up there and just encouraging you to have that mind of gratitude. God bless you, and may God be with you.